Hello everyone, welcome to today's tutorial on graphics design. I am JJ James. Thank you for joining us today, and like I promised you, we are going to be having the part 2 of our graphics design class. Sorry for having to start late. It's been a very busy day for me, so I had to make sure that I show a lot of things just to make sure this class holds. So if you're here, please join up, share, and then let's get going. We are about to begin. So without wasting time, we need to go straight into the point. But before we do that, I would like you to share this video with your friends, invite people, tell them that graphics design class is about to begin. So I'm going to see you in a minute. Make sure you go nowhere, okay? So I'll see you in a minute. Please stay exactly where you are. See you in a minute. Welcome back. Now let's get going immediately. So today we are going to see how we do some designs, okay? So head over to your CorelDRAW window if you haven't done that. If you don't have CorelDRAW, you don't have to worry. We are going to make sure this tutorial is very simplistic, so you can actually do this on your own just by having this video. All right, so we head into CorelDRAW. Let me put it on full screen for you so you can get to see everything. All right, people. If you know you've not been in my other tutorial, please check over the just check where you have the comment. I'm going to pin something for you, okay? I'm going to pin something for you. I'm going to pin it as a comment. So I'm going to pin the last tutorial, the last training we had on graphics design, the first class that was last week. So I'm going to comment, I'm going to put on the link. So in case this is your first time and you've not followed up, I'm going to put the link for you. So you get to go see that training, you get to go see how we started. So today will not be looking very confusing to you. Is that okay? All right, so let's get started. If you were here last week, you will see that we did a logo, GTB logo. How many of you have done your assignment? Because I'm going to be checking around and see those that have actually done the assignment. Today we are going to be designing the Zenith Bank logo. Today we are going to be designing Zenith Bank logo. I know you've seen the logo before, and you may want to, see how it is being done. So we are going to design Zenith Bank logo, and we are going to do it so cheaply and commonly, and you got to see for yourself. Zenith Bank logo is quite very simple to design if you know one or two things to go around it. All right, so if you're online right now, just go ahead and check the comment. I'm going to pin it right there, the link to the previous class, okay, the class 1. I'm going to pin the comment right about now. Okay, so hang on, let me pin the comments for you in this video. Okay, you can check your comments right now and you're going to see the previous tutorial. All right, I'm going to call it graphics design. I'm going to call it graphics design class part 1. All right. Okay, so if you are following up right now, just check the comment section and you're gonna see the graphics design class part 1 comment right on the, I'm going to pin it so you can get to watch that later if you haven't. Okay, so let's get going. Now, we did this logo last week, so today we're gonna continue with what we were doing. It's a very simple thing to do, and today we're gonna continue by doing some much more beautiful logo. So we said Zenith Bank today. Zenith Bank is the logo, so I'm going to drop this over here. If you want to design Zenith Bank logo, man, it's very simple. All I need to do is to come over here, so your text tool, click on your text tool, then just click somewhere, anywhere on the drawing window and type letter Z. Okay, expand it so you get to see. Are you following? So just type letter Z and you're going to have, that Zenith Bank. Just Z there. And we are going to look for the closest. Now, there were a lot of manipulation done on that logo, so it gets to look very unique. But we are going to do some modifications and manipulate this particular text so it can appear similar to that of Zenith Bank. Okay? This is just to enable you to get started and understand the components that can make up a logo, and to help you, encourage you as a starter. We're not going to go into some intricacies that makes up this logo professionally, but we're going to show you the basic background and the structures that fabricates this logo. All right, so as we headed now, go ahead, and then after typing your letter Z and then you expand it, come over to your text, to your font list. Okay, open up the font list and then look for the font called Baskerville Old Face. Baskerville Old Face is the closest font that will give you the Zenith Bank lookalike. Okay, so I'm going to look for Baskerville Old. Look at it right here. Okay, you can see that Baskerville will give you this. So that is Baskerville font. The next thing I'm going to do now is to split the Z. I'm going to split the letters into 2 diagonally. Okay, so let's go ahead and split. While I have my letter Z there, I'll now select the eraser tool. For you to select the eraser tool, it's either you come over to your toolbox here, okay, open up, click and hold on your mouse to bring out these other tools. Okay, this is what we call flyout. I explained that in the last video. Okay, you can see eraser, or you just hit letter X. This is letter X on the keyboard and it will activate the eraser tool. Alright, now after activating eraser, my eraser is so small that you can barely see it on the screen, but it's okay. I'm going to show you how you can enlarge the eraser. The size of the eraser is so tiny. Look at that, it's very tiny. But right now I'll come over to my property bar right here, and then presently the eraser is at about 0.05 inches, so I'm going to increase the size right here. Okay, so you just click on the arrow pointing upwards to increase the size of the eraser. As you're doing the increment, make sure you come and check how big it is. Now you can see it's becoming much more visible. All right, so I'm going to increase it some more. I'm increasing it some more. Okay, let's have something like 1.0 or 1.2. Okay, I think that's okay. That's okay. Or let's take it down a bit to, let's say, 0.8. Okay, 0.8 is perfect for what we intend to do. Now that we've gotten our eraser tool set, I'm going to split the letter Z. I'm going to split it diagonally. Okay, starting from the base and you split up. Okay, take note of that. So this is what we intend to do. Watch, I'm going to split from here down all the way up. Understood? So let's see how that works. While I am on eraser tool, I come down to the base, click one time, just click once, release your hand, and then take your mouse up, and you will notice that you see a dotted line trailing your mouse. Okay, as you're moving, a dotted line is trailing your mouse. Take it diagonally this way. Can you see that? But make sure it doesn't touch the letter Z. So make sure that the 2 points, okay, look at where I started from and look at where I am terminating. Terminating it right here, and I click. It splits it perfectly done. Okay, just in case you did not get it, all right, I'm going to repeat that step again. I'm going to repeat that step again, just in case you didn't get it right. I'm going to repeat that step again. Here we go. So I'll undo. I used Ctrl Z to undo. All right. So right now I'll come down to the base, click once, release my hand, and then take it across diagonally, and I click. It splits perfectly. Go back to your pick tool, very important, and then you will need to break the object apart. For instance, though this object has been technically separated, but it still needs to be physically separated. No, of course, it's still technically, because we are working on a virtual environment. But okay, though it's technically separate by looking at it, but it's not actually separate. They are still together, because if I decide to move that letter Z, they will move together. The two fractions, the upper Z and the lower Z, will still move together. So all I need to do is to make sure I split it perfectly. So watch, how do I do that? If I move this guy, it goes around together. I give it a color, they go around together. So how do I separate the upper part of the Z from the lower part? Okay, to separate them, I will use the shortcut key, Ctrl K. Ctrl K is the shortcut key to break apart. If you want to look for the long cut, come over here, come to your object menu. Okay, now object menu may not be found on all the CorelDRAW versions, because it depends on the layout you're using. I'm currently using the default layout. There are layouts you will use, and you have arrange menu instead of object. You shouldn't panic, okay? Whether arrange and object are the same thing, depending on the layout you're using, okay? So now I'll come over to object menu and I'll say break curve apart. That's the shortcut key, Ctrl K. Okay, so this is the long way to get it done. If you want the short way, just hit Ctrl K on your keyboard and the object to split apart. So I'm going to do that right about now. So hit Ctrl K. Here we go. Done. Now it looks as if there's nothing. Okay, nothing has happened physically, but of course something has happened. All you need to know to check the difference is click outside. Just click out like this, select the object or unselect the object, then you move it away and you'll notice that one part has separated from the other. So they've been disjointed. I'm going to undo that, Ctrl Z. Now the lower part of the Z should carry 100% red, which is here. Select red, and then the upper part of the Z should carry 50% black. Okay, check the black, you see different percentages. So this is 50% black. Click on it and you have that. Okay, now we've gotten the colors, the color combinations. We've gotten the color combinations properly, and now we're going to write something at the base. Okay, so we're going to write something at the base of the structure. So I'll select my text tool and then I'll type Zenith Bank Nigerian PLC. All right, I bold the text and then okay, I think I didn't get that bank. Take it up there and right there. All right, there we go. So I've been able to get that. I'm going to group the object. Do not forget to group. Anytime you're done with your work, make sure you group. Grouping is very important. That way you get to make the work wholesome. They don't need to be in part. If I don't group the work, if I move this mistakenly, I'll be scattering my object. Let me undo that. So you need to group your work to make sure they become one. Okay, then if you have any need to modify the shape or to edit the text or whatever content you want to modify in the design, you can ungroup. You understand that? So to group is very simple. All you need to do, make sure you're on your pick tool and then come select everything, like click and drag to cover everything there. Now we call it here Marquee selection. In other programs you may call it highlight and all of that, but this is, in this kind of selection in CorelDRAW, is called Marquee selection. Okay, so we Marquee select this, click and drag and cover the entire object, and then the entire object you want to group together as one. Then you still go to your object menu and you click on group and you click on group object. If you don't want to go through this long process, you can use the shortcut key Ctrl G and group. All right, so I click on it. The objects are now one. So you can see that they are one. I can move it together without scattering them as individual elements. So look at how far we have gone right now. How many of you did your assignment the last week? So we've done these two logos today. Look at that. So these are the two logos we've been able to do. Sorry, we didn't do the two of them today, of course. The first logo was done in the last class. So this is the second one we've added. And look at how wonderful we have gone. Look at how wonderful. So we're going to be doing much more if you only can stick together. We can stick for a while and then learn. You can just follow up. I'm trying to make this as simple as possible to break it down so everybody gets to follow up the way it is. So I'm breaking it down to simplify the process. I'm trying to demystify graphics because some of you get very you panic when graphics is being mentioned. Okay, you can do it yourself. It's as simple as that. So I'm trying to demystify this thing and make it to simplify it to the barest minimum level, so anybody can begin graphics and start doing his or her own designs. Okay, so we are just starting. We are going to progress into designing business cards, into designing flyers, posters, wedding programs, and name it, whatever you can think of, logos, just like we are doing. But of course, this logo is particularly copyrighted, so we are also going to learn how to design a logo from scratch. What informs the design of a logo? What do you what do you actually look out for when designing a logo? Now let me explain something quickly before we go back in here. Whenever you want to design a logo, you need to understand certain things: the color combinations, what the color represents, and the function of the company, what kind of services they render, because all of this information you would need to be able to design your logo. So when we get to designing logos from scratch, logos that are not in existence, I'm going to show you all of those. I'm going to show you what to look out for, what to check and what not to check. I'm going to show you how you can start. You can design a logo from scratch. Yes, logos can be very expensive if you know how to design them. Logos could be very expensive depending on who you are designing for. There are people who charge ₦1 million for logos. There are others who charge 50,000, others who charge 20,000. So it all depends. Logos can be as expensive as the organization you're designing for. Okay, so it's a skill you should learn because I think it will save you a couple of bucks. Yeah, so back to let's go back to our screen here. If you look at this, we've been able to put this Zenith Bank logo together. Now, I'm going to give you a very little assignment. Last week, I gave you an assignment to design the GT Bank. How many of you were able to do that? Okay, if you did not do it, make sure you do it. I would like to see you post a screenshot of what you've done in the comments. If you've done it, or you think, if you had any difficulty, please write it in a comment and let me see. We'll solve it for you, okay, and we'll do it together. So in case you have any challenge, you got stuck anywhere, let me know in the comments, and we are going to sort it out for you. So now that we've done this logo, let's go in and do something. So this is your assignment for this week. This is your assignment for this week. This is going to be your assignment for this week. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you sure you're ready? Okay, your assignment for this week is very simple. I'm sure you've seen a couple of logos like this before, but let's just do something very unique. Okay, let's work on telecommunications. Look at this. This is your assignment for this week. Now watch me closely. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing, but you should look and then redo them. I would like to see you challenge yourself by designing this guy by yourself. I would like to see you challenge yourself and design this without my help. So by the time I come back for the next class, you can now show me where you got stuck. But if you could do it from scratch to finish without my help, I would really, really appreciate. And trust me, I think I'll look for a way and give you a reward. Yes. Okay? So here we go. I guess you already know what I'm about to design, because this is going to be your assignment for the week. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go, go. All right, people, get ready, get ready. I'm showing you everything. Of course, if you have any challenges, just for you to replay the video and do it by yourself or from scratch. Okay, the video is still going to be here on my platform, and if I take it down, just check my YouTube handle and you're going to find it there. Okay, here we go. Here we go. That's too big. Let's take it down a bit. All right. I break it apart. Let's see how much we can do here. Okay, this man's gonna be white. You's gonna be white. You's gonna be yellow, and you's gonna be red. I'm gonna group you. Control G. I'll bring you in here, in here. Okay. There we go. There we go. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. I think it's about to take shape. I'm sure you now know what we're trying to design. I just squared that a bit. Okay. Dot, dot, dot. Everywhere you go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, all right, all right. I think that's white. Should be white. No? Okay, let's maintain the black. The black is much more visible. All right, so this is your assignment for the week. If you know you're gonna do it, get going and do it. That's your assignment for the week. That's your assignment for the week. You should go try it out. Trust me, try it out and let's see if you can achieve that. It's very simple. Rewatch the video over and over again if you get stuck at any point, and I would love to help you. When I check your comment and I see whatever it is that is the challenge, we'll try to solve it to the best of our ability. So go ahead and try that, and then by next week, when we are meeting next week, I'm going to redo this from scratch for those who had difficulties, but go and try this out yourself. Okay? Are you there? So that's what we've been able to do from scratch, and you've seen all of that. You've seen how the logos are. So that's what we've been able to do from scratch. Look at it right there on full screen. That's what we've been able to do. So go and try it out, and I would love to see you succeed in doing this. All right. So I would like to say thank you very, very much for watching this video. Thank you for being right there, and I would love to see you in the next video. Please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you're going to see much more interesting and educating videos there. Okay, and also informative videos. Okay, subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell so that you can be notified when I drop a new content. Something big is coming. Just get ready. And also follow me on Facebook if you haven't done so. Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. My handle remains the same, JJ James Official. All right, I'm going to drop down here so that you could see. In case you're looking for me, JJ James Official. Okay, this my handle across platforms. Okay, be it Facebook, be it Instagram, or be it IG. That's my handle right there. So thank you very much for watching today's video. I really appreciate. I'll see you in the next video. So I'll say take care, and until then, I'll see ya. Thank you very much, and I really appreciate it. Do not forget to like and share with your friends. So, adios.